find your voice. Find your voice like a singer. Use it tuned, strong, pure, in harmony with your vision, like an orchestra. Sing. Don't shout. Breathe. Don't sob. Be the masterpiece, not teared up in pieces. She says that her value is that there is no shame, that anyone can thrive and grow in the face of mental, emotional, and personal development changes. She lives her values when she sees her clients walk away with happiness and satisfaction and the knowledge to find the solution for their challenge that have been facing. Today, we have a very unique, a very brilliant coach with us, because she has been in this coaching career with all her passion, with authenticity, and most of all with loyalty for more than 15 years. She worked more than 15 years in personal development and productivity with solid background in career coaching consultation, developed and delivered over 30 workshops. Dawn S. Marvasti. She's a certified life performance coach. She has, at the same time, Bachelor of Arts degree, Industrial Design, certified coach CCAE. She's a philanthropy artist and also certified in management essentials from Harvard. And I do not want to forget to say that she's my personal business and life coach, and she's walking my journey with me. So if you think that I'm promoting her just because she's walking my journey and she's just my coach, then I think that I can prove you wrong. But I will let her talk and let you see who she is and who she can be in your own life. Welcome, Dawn. Hello. I hope you're doing good.
Hi, Nataly. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for a beautiful, nice introduction. I'm very humble. I'm very humble. And I thank you for having me in your show. And I would like to say hi to all your viewers, amazing supporters that you're always talking highly about them. And I'm so proud to be part of this journey and talking in this show and perhaps giving them some of my feedbacks.
Yeah, I'm very happy and glad. And I want to share you with the rest of the world, with your wisdom, with the way that you coach me every single day. And being coach at Canada Coach Academy, where I found you through Natalie Blaze. I think that lucky to have you to lead me. Step by step, trying to find myself. And I think that I could never have found someone who could understand me the way that you could. I look at you and when you started to explain to me what a coach is in your personal daily life and how you do it, just let us talk to the audience and tell them, because for them it's like this taboo. When you say a coach, they just say, oh, psychologist. No, psychiatrist. No, am I sick? What's wrong with me? I have nothing. I have no problem. Do I have a problem? Why are you going to coach me? So many things, So I'm going to just hold it down, squeeze everything down, and say, don't ask Marvasti, what is coaching?
Well, that was a very, very nice question, actually, very valid question. I was struggling to understand it myself. So what's the difference between coaching and other, mental services that are available for every one of us? And I came to the realization that, let's put it this way, that, that long time ago, we had someone to go in the family, maybe someone who's wiser or who can, you trust them and they will keep your secret. They won't judge you, like maybe a grandma, maybe an uncle, maybe someone that you could have all your trust, or maybe a best friend. So a coach is a combination of all of them with the knowledge of psychology together, who can be your best friend, who you can trust and share everything you want to share with them, and just make sure that everything in your mind is organized and you get the best outcome from what you have in your mind and your experience. and just simply walk away. If you don't want to continue that kind of relationship, simply walk away. So I say it's a privilege for everyone if they can have a coach by their side. And I'm blessed to have 3 coaches with me by my side all the times. So as a coach, I myself, I have a coach, not 1, but 3. So I really recommend everyone to take it into consideration.
It's very interesting what you're saying, because it makes us realize that this connection, the family connection and the trust and the humanity, as if it's fading away with time. And that's when coaching is step in, not to create a new idea, a new concept, but to bring back the concept which humanity needed and had a long time ago, but we do not have anymore. And unfortunately, as if nowadays, because it's lost, we have to just go and search for people like, can you be my friend? Can you be my friend? Can I trust you? Can you not judge you? Okay, then I get a coach, because coaches are those people, right?
Yes, yes, definitely. You put it in a very nice way. Yes.
But because when I talk to you, I feel a lot when we have these coaching sessions, I'm going, why am I telling the audience this? Because when we share our own experience, it's not that we are promoting the coach or promoting what we do. No, no. But I had no idea about coaching, okay? And when I started working with Dawn one-on-one, I met other coaches. I had a short period of time experience, but I saw the difference when somebody says, I'm a coach, because they do like courses here and there and read things and they use a title. But people who really have the certificate, who really work and invest in themselves and really know what is the concept of coaching and how much responsible should they be with their coachees. And I found this in Dawn, and I started like, oh, this is coaching. I mean, why aren't you answering for me? She's like, it's for you to answer. I'm like, why? She said, because when you answer, I remember you told me, you will never forget how you found out the answer. But when I tell you the answer, you might forget. And this is like amazing. And she never judges me, by the way. And it's very funny too. And I can say whatever I want. And and she has to keep this distance. And I get this training. I go back to class, to Canada Coach Academy. I use it there with Nataly. And it's very funny, because I didn't know that a coach can really do so much. A lot of people, they just don't know even the word coaching. They're like scared. They don't even know who coaches are. And do they really need coaches? Do we need coaches because we are like privileged people, we're doing this, we're doing that, or because we are humans and we have to have coaches, just like we have to eat, we have to go visit the doctor. So do everybody need a coach, and why?
Well, with your permission, I want to just change the need to something else. Do we want to have a coach or not? It's really up to you guys. If you want to have someone who can, you can put the trust in them, share your ideas or sadness or anything with them, and be sure that it's gonna go nowhere and it's gonna be safe. And then at the end, you want to organize your mind and get the result out of that kind of meeting or friendly conversation that you have or not. It's really up to you to decide if you need it or not. But personally, I love coaching and I love to be coached and I love to help others in this matter. And one of my goals is actually to bring coaching for high school students as a mandatory course, so they can take it and they can understand how self-coaching can help them. Because coaching is a very deep and at the same time sweet subject if you want to talk about it. When you learn how your body reacts, when you learn how your mind reacts, when you learn that everything from the past can be put aside and just move forward and look for something new and build everything from the scratch again, but put all that you have as the source of the maybe knowledge or fluid or anything, like a gasoline for your car, and at the end reach your goal, then yes, you need a coach. It's good to have a coach. But if you want it or not, it's really up to you.
Well, we're talking about somebody who puts a gasoline in the car. And do you think that these people who put gasoline in the car, which might be in this situation, like an example, like we're putting it in place of the coaching thing, and they leave and they reach where they have to go, the destination, is it where they stops coaching? I mean, is coaching like one night stand thing, like whenever I want to, I get it and then it's done? Or it should be a lifestyle? I mean, I'm not using the right words, but I'm just trying to create.
No, absolutely, absolutely. It can be like one night stand. It's okay. We go to coaches, we talk to them, we share our mind, we get the result that we want by organizing our own mind and understanding it from our past, put them together and get the result and walk away. That's one way if you want to look at it. In some areas, you don't need coaches all the time with you because we have like different branches in coaching, as you know. But in general, knowing coaching is very important. The knowledge of coaching and self-coaching and coaching others, group coaching, everything is going to come handy. As a salesperson, you need to understand coaching because you want to use those knowledge and those, let's say, tools that we know in coaching in your success. As a mother, you want to have coaching as your tools in your pocket to speak with your teenagers or your little ones or deal with your loved ones. As a student, you want to understand how to coach yourself and how to get the best result in the relationship with your classmates. And I cannot, if I want to continue, I have to go to whole around the world. But I think coaching is something, it came from human being to the books. And now we are bringing it back to the human being. Everything is from what we had it already. And we miss it because of the, maybe new modern lifestyle, distances and less communication, more private matters that you want to just keep everything away from this, maybe social things and just show the good part of it. And these things, we need, in this kind of life, we need somewhere that we can feel safe and we can feel who we really are and find what we want to do, not what society gives us to do. And coaching is actually the tool that can help you, either with a coach, experienced coach, or you become a coach yourself by going to institutes and academies and learn how to coach. And especially learn how to do self-coaching, because that's an important part of everyone's life. And I hope that we can have this subject in all of our high schools in North America, especially our country, Canada.
Why do you think that, I mean, these countries like Canada, America, these countries that they embrace something new ideas and creativity, especially something like coaching that can do so much good and no harm? Why till today, I mean, we still see that there is the struggle and they are hesitating somehow to start this as a program? In your own experience, we know that you do a lot of workshops, you work with a lot of people, children, people from all ages, from different communities who have different backgrounds of education and business. But why do you think will it be hurting another thing which is related over their risk to it? And what is this risk, if there is a risk? That's why they are worried about putting in the program coaching.
The risk of coaching, you mean?
No, I mean, in case they are just put coaching in the programs, would they be risking something else?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? It has nothing to do with psychology, right?
Oh, no, that's totally
not psychiatrists.
No, not at all.
No human resource department people in schools and high schools. So there are no risks.
Sorry, go ahead.
So there are no risks.
I don't think there's any risk because this is not touching any psychological matter. It's more than having trained and have some tools to have a better life, better understanding, and making better decisions. And I can just, with your permission, I can just explain it in another way. When your body hurts, you go to doctors,
Mhm.
and then they probably give you some medications, and then after a while you say, okay, I'm okay, but I can't move my muscles. They send you to some maybe I don't know, physiotherapy and stuff like that, so you will be back to normal. But when you want to become someone athletic, or have a better body shape, or live healthier, you go to sport coach, you go to health coach, and you say, okay, what should I eat? How should I do the exercise? How can I make these muscles work better for me, and I look better, and I feel more confident, and I live longer?
Mm.
So this is exactly the same thing with coaching. Psychiatrists, psychologists, they work with your brain. When you are feeling down, when you're feeling sad, and you need medications, you go to the doctors. But when you want to build your muscles in your brain and make them strong enough to help you to stand tall and have a better now and better future, and have something special and be who you really want to be, then you go to life coach. So that's the difference. I hope this answers the question.
Yeah, I know, but my question is like, this is so inspiring. It will help the new generations. So what is stopping Canada or America that they embrace anything new, anything that will just help the new generations, not putting as a program coaching?
I haven't been really in touch with them directly, but everything that I say, it would be an assumption, which is not a good thing in our coaching. But what I can say is it could be a lack of information and the budget at the same time.
And who do
And
you blame for this
I
lack?
don't blame anyone, to be honest with you. I don't blame anyone. I think we should work together. I think we coaches and teachers and psychologists, we should get together, talk to each other, see if we can help somehow bring a better, program for our future children, or our main people of the future, and see if we can take it to the next step. It's just a matter of putting the time and energy, and seeing the outcome of coaching, and how we can shape the new generation mind to be the best they can be in their own way.
Beautiful. Well, the thing is that a lot of people around me, I mean, when I started coaching them, and I coach them today like pro bono hours for the academy, they don't even know what coaching is. I was one of them a couple of months ago. And for them, like, what are you going to coach me about? What is it? What are you going to ask me? Like, as if I'm going to do operation or them or inject them, give them medication. I say, nothing, we coach. So I think that this is like a fear. They think like, oh, I think that they are not mentally okay. And they are friends. And these people are educated people. I'm not talking about people like they don't know anything about the world. They know technology, they watch TV, they are young, they've been to universities, they are very vivid social community members. So again, my question is going to be, what is this taboo and this distance that is not bringing the concept of coaching to everyone? What do you think we should do about it?
Well, the first your question was about what is the taboo. I think the taboo is like more like, okay, this is psychology, and I'm feeling fine, and I can deal with my own thing. I don't want anyone to call me psycho or stuff like that. That we unfortunately hear it, here and there in the society. So the lack of the knowledge that people have towards coaching, and the fear of being judged for this kind of lack of knowledge is the taboo, actually. And I hope that for the answer in the second question, I hope that coaches together and journalists like you can take the time and sit and come up with the idea of how to promote coaching, not the business, but the coaching by itself. So bring kind of like awareness of what is really coaching, and how does it impact our life, and how we can benefit from it. So this awareness actually is a good thing that you do. And if everyone does it, it not only, changes the belief of the people about coaching, but also introduce them to the opportunities that they can have. And at the end, it's something good for people. And I'm sure that we all believe that when we do something good, the universe brings good stuff for us back. So I really want to invite all the coaches to promote coaching and talk about coaching and explain what is the coaching doing to the life and the benefit of it, instead of thinking about business of coaching.
And how much has changed coaching, Dawn?
Well, I can tell you I'm happy. And I never remembered to be this happy. And this happiness has nothing to do with the money or the better position or anything. Nothing in my life has changed. But what is changed is inside of me. And I think everyone deserves to find this sort of happiness in their mind and heart and body and experience it. Coaching is a miracle to me.
You were just talking about the concept of coaching, that it started or it happened from the beginning of time, like grandmas or aunties, blah, 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 etc. And we don't have it today. Do you think because human life is like surrounded so many artificial things, or because humanity has been, their mentality has been ruined or suffering, or because of fear? As a coach, you coach a lot of people, and I know what it has to stay between you and the coachees. It's confidential. But what do you see that the human mind suffers mostly nowadays? That's why they would need coaches.
We are bombarded with social beliefs that they are not made for us. We forget to take time for ourselves and get to know ourselves, who we are, what makes us happy, and how we can find this happiness and make it happen. That's the problem. That's the challenge actually in this lifestyle of ours. Before, we used to have time to sit, to relax. Right now, we are, especially in North America, we're running all the times, buying this, buying that, paying for this credit card, attending this seminar, attending that party. So the life is always in a rush style, and we don't have that kind of connection with not only anyone, but ourselves. And we try to do yoga, meditation, and those are all brilliant ways to bring us to the peace. But those are like, to me, to be honest with you, meditations and yoga and everything that we need them in our daily basis, they are like Advils. They don't really cure the challenge that we have. The challenge is that we have to find what's the root of those like stresses or those moments that we need to meditate to forget about them. We don't forget about anything. Everything comes here, stays with us. Meditation just takes away for a while. But if you do the self-coaching and then you do the meditation, then you have the complete cure or complete answer to the challenge that you're facing.
Because we might say like they complete each other, right? They have to go together.
Definitely they should go together. When you have maybe a headache, you can have Advil and then feel better. But when the headache has a source, you need to find the source. And if you don't find the source, maybe it's your tooth. Maybe it's coming from here, going there. But if you don't find the source, you cannot cure it. And finding the source has different ways. You have to take care of yourself. How do I take care of yourself? When I get a headache, I say, okay, where is this headache coming from? Maybe I should check this. Maybe I should check that. But if I don't have time for myself to communicate with my body, how can I find the problem? So in coaching, it's the same. You feel anxiety, you feel stress, you feel worried. And then you say, okay, I'll do meditation. I can count to 10 and I'm going to be fine. Yes, you're going to be fine. But do you know where this, feeling is coming from? Would you like to face it and see if you can cure it from the beginning? It could be just a surface, which is absolutely fine. In meditation, counting to 10 is going to, help. But what if it's not there? What if it's something else? And do you have time to think about it? Do you have time for yourself? And how much do you care about your thinking way? How much do you care about what you really want? These are the things that in coaching, you find it. Why? Because you find the time to relax with no judgment, with no other input, no advice, no how to do. It's you, someone who's your mirror, as a friend or as someone that you can trust more than anyone else. And then you face everything which is in your mind. Organize it, make them different files, put them aside, and make those muscles work again the way that they used to work when you were not this much busy. And then you will see that you will have the energy of the child, and you will be happy just like a child. And you will be like, oh, woohoo! And then people are going to say, yeah, she or he has lost their mind. No, I'm happy. I'm just happy because I'm happy. So that's the thing that I found, and that was the aha moment for me in coaching that I really want to share with everyone. So I strongly recommend people to learn about coaching. Not to hire a coach now, just read about it, learn about it, see what it is. Then you be the judge and you decide if you need to be a coach, if you need to hire a coach, if you like to have a coach or not.
Wow, amazing. I'm speechless as usual. The thing is that everything that you're saying makes sense because I live with you this every day and I experience with you and I know how much difference it makes in my life. So, and I coach others and you coach me. So it's like a circle and it's very funny and it's very interesting and it's very like challenging at the same time. And I want to have an answer about people that they are worried that it's only for privileged people. Is it for privileged people, people who are unique in life, they have business or, I mean, emotionally very damaged or very, very powerful financially? Is it for those people only reachable, or it should be, or it is already open to each and everyone who needs a chance to have a coach or meet a coach?
Well, that's a very good question. I would like to start about the branches of coaching. So in coaching, we do have different branches. We have life coach, which is a general one. We do have business coach. We do have health coach, and it goes by that, grief coach, divorce coach. So some coaches are very specific in some areas, but in general, it's open for everyone. And as I mentioned, it's people's choice if they want to have a coach or not. If they know how the coach can impact their life and how the coaching methodology can bring good, result in their life, then they understand how much they need it. And it's not for privileged people at all. If I want to say it, everyone is privileged for coaching. Everyone is equal, and everyone is unique. So if you guys that you are watching this show think that you're special, I have to tell you that yes, you are. You are very, very special in your own way, and you have to find the niche of your life and see what you really want to be. And if you want to speed up and don't waste your time around here and there searching what you need, read about coaching, either become a coach or hire a coach and start. Don't waste your time.
Amazing. I mean, you cannot stop stunning me with your ideas. So honestly, we can talk for hours and hours, but we have to wrap up the episode because our audience want them not to stop watching the episode. As fun as it to be with you, Dawn, it is also very enlightening to see how much passion you have for what you do, and you believe in it, and you invest in yourself, in what you believe in. And that's the importance. It's like a doctor who is sick and trying to cure others. But in your case, we see a person who is vivid, and everything she is trying to invest in others. That's who she is. So that's the secret of a successful coach. And I would also like to say that we are very happy, my audience and I, to have you on our show. It's an honor. So, and all our audience know that the show is you can do it, and everyone can do it. And if I can do it, if Dawn can do it, everybody can do it. So do you have a tip that they can do it today for the audience before we leave, Dawn?
Well, you said it all. I have to say,
I'm a good coach.
Oh, thank you. Well, first of all, it's a very, very, amazing. It was a very amazing opportunity for me to be in this show. But I cannot emphasize the impact of what you're doing now, bringing this subject to, communities and to people around in Canada, especially. And I have to thank you on behalf of a person who had a coach, who is a coach, all of the coaches. And I want to repeat you, if I could do it, you can do it.
Thank you so much, Dawn. It means so much to me. And I see that our audience are going to be interested in asking more questions and comments. You can just write below the video. And of course, I'm going to also put my life and business coach's website, and you can follow her, you can contact her. And you have Coach Dawn S. Marvasti with us today, everyone. And we see you next week. Bye, everyone.